For Bannery, ya Bobo Sawari, will be in a TV trace or catch any pana was soon night to company for no. Quadron Mahama or catch and Zabani, the come near before Natoya.
No Pein.
As I can another also catch and say, a come near before so on to Banuanya, the come near before Bessa
No Pein.
I'm not what once is the truth. The Obia should be rest assured. Mona said, make an Agyapong. The truth will always set me free.
No Pein.
We can vote people in and out. Personalities, okay? But my dear, what we need to do in this country is to establish a situation where even if it was the devil who should come and sit on top of us in Ghana, by virtue of certain procedures, certain practices, the devil cannot get away with doing whatever he wants. He would necessarily have to do what the people expect of him.
No Pein.
So what they are doing, some of us will not keep quiet. Some of us will not allow you to destroy this party.
No Pein.
Betting tax that they said they have abolished. We never collected betting tax. We never implement the betting tax. So to come and tell Ghanaians that you have abolished something that was not implemented is to deceive the people of Ghana.
No Pein.
Whether you like it or not, Ghana, for the youth of this country, I'll put my life on the line. Anything that is wrong in society, I will say it.
No Pein.
I noticed that when the finance minister came to present his statement, for the first time after the inauguration, the swearing in, the majority side was heavily populated. Mr. Speaker, that notwithstanding, Mr. Speaker, we have witnessed what we can best describe as an Azan budget.
No Pein.
It's not party more. Use position and the best sabotage will be. It will happen. So long as Nyakopama Wading near Betinia Kasa near WhatsApp platform, this we will say it every day to make sure say selfish individuals the minia to please their own self.
No Pein.
Mo bia nada no say jai illegal mining.
No Pein.
Maka and mesa reinforce. Say me reinforce say NDC for and mo illegal mining at this time.
No Pein. No Pein.
For Bannery, ya Bobo Sawari, will be in a TV trace or catch any pana was soon night to company for no. Quadron Mahama or catch and Zabani, the come near before Natoya.
No Pein.
As I can another also catch and say, a come near before so on to Banuanya, the come near before Bessa.
No Pein.
I'm not what once is the truth. The Obia should be rest assured. Mona said, make an Agyapong. The truth will always set me free.
No Pein.
We can vote people in and out. Personalities, okay? But my dear, what we need to do in this country is to establish a situation where even if it was the devil who should come and sit on top of us in Ghana, by virtue of certain procedures, certain practices, the devil cannot get away with doing whatever he wants. He would necessarily have to do what the people expect of him.
No Pein. No Pein.
So what they are doing, some of us will not keep quiet. Some of us will not allow you to destroy this party.
No Pein.
Betting tax that they said they have abolished. We never collected betting tax. We never implement the betting tax. So to come and tell Ghanaians that you have abolished something that was not implemented is to deceive the people of Ghana.
No Pein.
Whether you like it or not, Ghana, for the youth of this country, I'll put my life on the line. Anything that is wrong in society, I will say it.
No Pein.
I noticed that when the finance minister came to present his statement, for the first time after the inauguration, the swearing in, the majority side was heavily populated. Mr. Speaker, that notwithstanding, Mr. Speaker, we have witnessed what we can best describe as an Azan budget.
Sini Pein.
Betna party mu a opese wo no wo be use position and be sabotage obi. It will happen. So long as Nyankopon ma ya hoden na e betimi akasa na e wasa platform we no. This we will say it every day to make sure say selfish individuals the minia omo pese omo ye niema to please their own self.
Sini Pein.
Mo bia nada no se jai illegal mining.
Sini Pein.
Maka and mesa reinforce. Se me reinforce say NDC for anomo ye illegal mining at this time.
Sini Pein. Sini Pein.
Power 3 abusia yema munyina aha ema munyina akwaba edeba eye No Pein dwumadie so kai national so se enne enso so ayewukuada ewo April bosmineta neda etoso edu ensia ewo mfimpino ene eduonu enum afie no emo Nyankopon adom yene yeda so etiase yenwoden etise Cristiano Ronaldo ewo animu ho na kire won so de yetise puyo pampe yenim se sa pepepe ana won so ode etie ebra so se dwumadie na ewiase nyina Ghana nyina Agyapong no yede ebre wo o check o time na is exactly 5 minutes past the hour 2 p.m. Ebre aso utie yen on your radio. It is your show, it is your program, my program on Oman 107.1 afe yeko Asante Mantemwa and also so our Ash 101.1 and afe Nap radio ewo mfimfini Mantemu asin for so to be precise eho enso so 90.1 abusia se wodwani echirem ewa amanone enso so amene eka sei Sources radio and afei eye Amansan radio ewo UK Tottenham emontene so womo etopete amobia etie bi yeko USA abrochi memu a Donald Trump ene nkofo nso so etie yen live ewo eye Kencity radio ana afei womo sign etie yen ewo eye Jerry's TV enso so ekatum live and colored abibia eko nanem me pacho on Facebook no and afei YouTube eye Net2 TV GH afei TV stations ahudo mu nyina ba atan no eye Net2 TV me pacho eho ana wie mi gina me to epete ye from Mr. Enkom me besini pain awie na wonso so asini pain na dwuade ne pompon so se de ete no ye shase a ye de editorial no ebeba afei Albert Asumani beka me ho na ye de eye Ghana Nkomo enso so e de abrew na enne on Ghana Nkomo so nsem a eba no edoso chen wotwen wonwe enti bomoden se obetame twuku kame ho na menka ho na afei ye nsi No Pein oko Facebook a ubetimi edo comment no afa ho aba sanso so ana woko eye YouTube enso so a utimi ede fa ho eba kama afei on WhatsApp enso so eye 0240 550899 0240 550899 No Pein ye cannot senia etie ebusuama yanko. In the meantime, between time, let's go together and pick something out of the lion's mentality. Na yentwaso enko yenim.
Osho said the greatest fear in the world is the opinion of others. And the moment you're unafraid of the crowd, you are no longer a sheep. You become a lion. A great roar arises in your heart, the roar of freedom. Sheep have no freedom. The sheep live with fear and uncertainty every day. A sheep never leads, a lion never follows. A lion is in complete control of his or her life. The lion does not accept scraps and does not get told what to do or where to go. The lion goes about his business fearlessly and with extreme competence. You will never lead a lion to the slaughterhouse. they will lead you. The lion is the king of the jungle. And it's not because the lion is the biggest. It's not because the lion is the fastest. It's not because the lion is blessed with any great advantage over other animals. It's the mentality of the lion that makes the lion the king of the jungle. What is the lion mentality? Fearless courage. Bravery is a key trait of the lion. The lion will never surrender. The lion will never lie down and die, not even if surrounded by 10 hyenas. The fight is never over until it's over. Maybe you're not surrounded by hyenas. Maybe you're just buried by bills. Maybe you need to stand up for something you believe in that no one around you agrees with. Do not give up. Do not give in. Be fearless in going after what you really want in your life. Maybe you've been at it for years and nothing has worked yet. Maybe you're tired of hunting your goals and seeing no rewards. Do not give up. You must keep fighting. You have no guarantee of success if you keep going, but you do have possibility. There is a chance. The only guarantee comes with quitting, and that is the guarantee of missing out on the life you really want. Keep fighting for the life you must have, regardless of the hyenas. No surrender.
Come back. Abusia me da se okoso ekan ho ewo eye No Pein dwumadie no eso sanya Bible aka ede ato ho no Bible say obonefo bekoso adwane ne namu mirika na mmom onokwafo de wo beye nam se jataburu a ebra so se yetimi esi No Pein ede ekire wo na abusia enne no enkomo no eye simple and tietia enne de ye nche ho kra ye no partial na fei yetimi akọ yenim na medical aka kire se aha no adwuma ye no sebi obia ni ho a osuro obia ana fei obia nso ni ho no mo asebi why na dwen se oberane obi down na mom nokre no sane anokre no eyi kire yen no sa pepepe ane ye ka no etisi ye ka ne sa na afo se enchechiremu foforo bi ewo ho a ebi awo na yen ya wo pese amansan etia wotimi efa yen so ekasa ama obi anso so eti wotimi efa yen so ekasa ekyerechire nsem mu ama obi anso so eti wonsem ase na ene nkoma me no eba bedie no eye simple and tietia yen nyina yenim se 2023 wa Ghana ha ene koba se MPP amanyoko no etwa se omukoko yi kandini a wono no bekura franka mu ede ama amanyoko no na time a womo eko no medical aka kire se esese eniema bia na nkesese eye party executives no anase national executives no esese nka womo ye edeboa party no esese nka womo ye deboa abanya no oteso at that time as a political party ye MPP and they give birth to no necessary womo ye niema bi edeboa party no na ma party no asanso atenase esanse mantra anase dayeso a na ekuta MPP amanyoko ni nyina ne se womo betimi abo mo homoden ama party no in 2024 elections no yento abane wie no na MPP amanyoko no esan ete abamu biemu a wotoa amamwo eso and the reason is that MPP amanyoko atena akonwa so 16 years NDC amanyoko enso so atena akonwa so even more than 16 years but se yakeke wo nyina anwuma mo yeye edisi ani a na menu mienu nyina nim edi ho dance say the MPP party was far ahead of that of the NDC and that was a massive advantage and as an opportunity na say MPP amanyoko no wotimi edi nkunim na eram se abato enye mofragro na san kunimdie na no omohwe especially in breaking the 8 no na nyade betimi aba on a silver platter na mu mesese adwuma ecomunity no na estwa se party executives no wo mutimi eye adwuma bi edeboa aban no na sa adwuma no ebia na wadwene emma so na me madwene aba so enti me ba beda ho adi me ka ho asem ama wo so so ahun se susu ampa se enye obi na otan obi na mom adwuma na wabegye se obeye no wogi adwuma taa wani ase se obeye a esese wo ye sabio mabaya me ba beye sinipen magye ata mani ase se meye na se brebe so se me ba beye na ma ba be gina me nkuta hwe na me gina hakeka na chese menya ready enti automatically esese etimi disqualify me anase esese yi mi fi agronum esan se menya ready na ma ba be gi tumi aboso de a na me pese me gu agro no enti na me yesa enti medical akacho se me dane anyane me by force na etuo esimi kon ho a still an American ne se MPP amanyokuo no national executives no esese omo resign se omo resign enso so de a na they have no locus se wo mo besan so akwa gina se MPP ento omo so aba se wo mo meye party executives biem esan se adwuma no wo mo nya omadwen se wo mo beye 2023 na ye ba be ko election ne so no yenim se enya de a tumi na ye hwe ne beba on a silver platter esese ye adwuma na adwuma bia na wo se MPP party executives no esese wo mo eye ne se esese wo mo ye research. There were several types of political research, but when the kind of research and also the type of researcher na esese wo mo ekokoye no eye opinion polls esese all the 16 regions no na e was a party no etimi ekokoye polls ewom polls no edaboa nanka mahu se okay kona ye kono esese ye fa benkum ana ye fa nimfa esese ye de osimasi ana obenten ana ye de no eko sebe susuampa se wo fie na wo noa aduane e de ama wo mampa a eto da ye busan kola no se edien na mo pese mudi na ye e de ama wo mo. You cannot just get up and prepare whatever that you want and fama wo madia na untimi nso so enwa ne a upebi afama Ghana for say Ghana for endi. And the reason enti ameka sa ne say maka se na osenka party no ekoye opinion polls. So what say omo ye ya they should challenge me with their results. Say party no so omo ye ya they should challenge me with their results. In fact, some American party executives I am talking about the chairman. That is Stephen Ayensu in team. Or no, and our chairman. And then Henry Nana Boache, lawyer. A party organizer. And then we are talking about the general secretary. Justin Frimpong Kodria. Or no, and our general secretary. And then say yes, I echo a youth organizer. Youth organizer no and so Mustafa. So join me on your TV. Join me on your TV. Na brabere a party executives na meka omuhwasem no. You can join me on Facebook. You can join me on Facebook or YouTube. Na fe onso so watimi ahwe. Na ohunu ni ameka ho asem no. So that is the party chairman, Stephen Intim Ayensu, ena ohono, ono ewo hobby, ena afei Justin Frimpong Kodua ewo ho, Dr. China enso so ewo ho, Mustafa enso so ewo ho, Kate Jemfua enso so ewo ho, ena afei Mustafa Salam, omo ake nyina NADMO coordinators, eni omo ake nyina no, womu nyina ewo mubi. So join me on your TV. Na onso so hu ni ameka ho asem no. Obawa you will see the executives make ho asem say wo mo anya adwuma eseso omo ye edeboa party no. And in talking about opinion polls no. Opinion polls no ene say na e was a party no executives no wo mo research edeboa abanya oti akonwa so. In doing that no in all the 16 regions no eseso omo kom ebisa wo mo say nipa osimesi ana obenten ana se enipa wo yi omanim se wo mo no mo pese wo mo contest for eye flag bearership no omumu hwan ana mususu se yede ne ba party no beto aba ana se Ghana for mo beje no atum enti nka mo ye saade ni nyina e 16 regions ni nyina ewia then na mo the sa results no se munye bold na mo ntimi enko aban nanim His Excellency Nana Danko akufo-addo at that time se musuro no na mo ntimi nko nanim enko kan kire no mpo a you have your the party penifo ho a mo betimi ede afom so enti mo de kokoma wo mu a na nka wo mo ede akọkira aban se aban ye ko abonten no wo he opinion polls a ye koye na results a every mu abanie enti sane akoye de esese bia yetimi di osimesi ana obenten eko nanka aban na otia konwa nso no susu ahunu so okay sama ye say dia ene na okay ma yenye ni say because we want to break the eight. We want our party to remain in power. Our obeye juma ama Ghana for obeye juma in transforming the nation. Enti sasana tia dia let's take this decision. Nanka ya ye ne saa ne ehu nipa ye de ne beko. Nanso we dia mo anya ne saa. Ana mu nyina mo selfish interest nti allegedly mo kwaje sika gu mu botom nti ana mu nyina mo sori ye na mu di akire. Ana ne ya mo pe ana mu nyina mo keka de baaye. Ana Ghana for akira mo se ne amomo pe no enya no na Ghana for epe eno ne 41% no na you see saa samo aye ken nyese ebinsi da mo ye politicians it is samo ye adwuma ye bibia ye fra no blueprint se adwuma me pese me ye nie se adwuma we no obi aye bi amo aye successful ma mentwe men no menje ne plan a otimi ede ye yi no na nka me nso magina so ede atake me decision eno na bemu wako wanim ma memfa onko Nigeria ye nyina ye nim se Tinubu a wa ye president sesi a no APC aban no ebetena akonwa so ansana wo mo betena akonwa so no in 2015 bra omunyina eto abade ma Buhari General Buhari retired se omra medu omanimu no Buhari eka say the current president otia konwa so e Nigeria no ono no pese oye ne running mate because at that time no na ohe adwuma Ahmed Bola aya no hu ni say no akwa no as a Nigeria for nyina epenasem esan say he was a former governor of state Lagos. We are talking about Lagos state enti adwuma oye no na ma Ghana for Nigeria for nyina any agene ho it is a sign that dia me pese me de ne ya me running mate. You see we na a big opportunity at the Tinubu but Tinubu etna ase ehwedin was no I am not ready, I don't want to nemom ne a message sia ma on say ma yemfa eye Professor Osibanjo enko ena obisa ne se de bentia ena say yes kai na hu se we ye nodna am a nodna me ba yes me be vice president metimi anya opportunity aye bibia me pese me ye bia but no eno propose Professor Osibanjo ema no eno de ne koye eno mo koye no ana nyame adom omo wini aba betena aban mu wo mo eye adwuma wo mo ewie ye na wo mo esa ba be fa nipa foforo amana besi eye the next flag bearer no anan mu no wo mo kohwehwe mu an wo mo hu se Professor Osibanjo no mpese om de ne ko because wo mo hu ni se ono aba be ye your friend say vice president enti se sanete de ayemfa ne nko na party no executives ne ka se ye de no ekwa a ye bedi ntwo enti mayema Tinubu emesen enko still omne professor ne kasa ye no wanti ase still obeko ena okọ na party ni nyina tutia no party ni tutia no ena omode eye Tinubu ebaaye eno na ama APC eti abemu bepem ende check ube say from 2022 ebe nyina no abanya wodo a ode ne vice president ekoye as a presidential candidate nyina wo mu nyina elusu ye including almighty America omu nyina elusu ye. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a nice gentleman. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a nipa minimsa Ghana eda na koma so. But a do baby as a samutimi study ni amanamu say no. Looking at the current situation no, moya analysis amu say no. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia especially owo abanya edi 8 years him. The political dust on him was just so much. It was just so much. In helping his political career, no, na SSS money doctor ekasa se mo yes our research here make one sem here anka mo betimi any doctor Bawumia akasa ka chen se doc sani anema ko dia wadaroma tenase nanka mo manipa foforo enko anka by now mo da so ewa aban mu sani pa no ewia mo sanfa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia emra na mo hwe se dia Ghana for beje no awa tu. You didn't do all this because of your selfish interest. And yedom. And now, more are they up to even the political duster a one hono, more are they more to it. Trust me, you have added more to it. They say, Mama Dr. Bawumia, na new nyama okuta ewa Ghana hakrano, yatoto nasi. Oti asiye. Because of muyeni yedom mo selfish interest inti muyeni yedom ana Ghana for achira mo say you cannot do this all the time and succeed. Inti se mekase party executives no mo resign a meka no enne meka no echina mesini pen achira mu de bia say esese mo resign se mo resign a eni kwan da se party bia to party bia ba eto abama mo. If you say there's no way say mo betimi a convince me say party no damakuma so a mo pese party no ebetina bem ebeboa Ghana ema Ghana ko yie no enya no kre na mo selfish interest na mo hwehwe enti MPP amanyokuo we no eye mo amasem say in ahead of 2028 no esese amanyokuo party ma esese mo ni ebre we no enya gudie because se wudi agura obi be san no aduane a wo mpɛ de amase gikoko di by force enti we no eye ni bre e na aba because say no awunia ekoso look Mustafa Bandi a ono eye deputy general secretary for the NDC now as we speak he is the deputy director of operations presidency na samu awaka ne say omobechi MPP for her omobechi moa ma moya hwea enye yi omobechi moa twa picture de akira Ghana for say ye ka MPP party na emunipa no omo ya akromfo. And this is what you people created. You created this for yourselves. Moa na mukofa baye ananu ya na mukofa baye moa mu jejereje. Mustafa Bandi, I heard him saying say even say ekodru pose nanado dankwa akufo-addo eseso omoche na omobechi no na they will give him a house arrest. He said it babia edru no enti mu ankasa na makofa we yaba mo ntena ho na ne ebetum bia no entomo esanse Ghana for enim ne enti a esese MPP amanyoku ene di oman we so Ghana for enim the reason why ntia esese MPP amanyoku ene di oman so esanse ohe MPP amanyoku adwuma a oba a wotimi eye akwan a waye e wo Ghana ha in terms of infrastructure they come nowhere near this administration. This administration come nowhere near to MPP. Ananu ya almost say blue water guards for almost envy him fan naval base. Go and check the kind of facility reasonable zema na nado danko akufo-addo aban asiade. Go and check. Aside and also no kwana kwaya ade a omoye National Petroleum Hub. na motiti we hu edi agoro ene nam nkran eya na yam se Ghana ni nyina no eye nkran nko a eti se nkran mu wura ne de it is possible it is say ene ne what you say ene ne sisifia niama na ye pade a na emu odu ne ye de ayade a sisifia de asembeni enti party organizers say ye hu say what the plans bi ba o ma yenya saade we na mo ye no na mo nenam na mu di agoro ye bompa ye e my general secretary say you are not going to be the general secretary what the party no ebeko opposition ye bompa ye e mawo but adwuma ankomunti ene mo ne enti ase some resign some man resign a MPP ma muna mbekwa akoto aba no edru wa these people don't remember them for mo to baby esan say they don't deserve to lead the party. They are selfish they don't deserve to lead the whole MPP party. They don't deserve because national MPP national chairman no crowd there say crowd there nkofo eka say he's the weakest ever chairman in the history of MPP. And general secretary nso no omo termino as the most worked over general secretary in the history of MPP. No, not again. NC as a set party no ede ne ho na party no open up ema nipa bebre nya gidi o party no mu biem na 2028 party no sign back power biem oti ase na me de bia ya menyom eye ba akopɛ MPP for enyum ni o enyum no eye ba akopɛ enti sa na wo say ye but eya ne MDC for ye no enya sem ketwa na nkofo no de ba no adwea MDC for na show mutrim no ene atete on person om de MPP party no FM no you have no idea but as I say wo to sa nwumi we say deep down in my heart I know we shall overcome someday. Enti we shall overcome it. We shall overcome it. But we can never overcome it with such national executives. Selfish national executives. And ye was say you can no to them. And no. Abusua, ya from Mr. Inkum, Makacho say my yanko Palladium properties na yanko to nsase. Isan say ho de woto asase free ho a asomdwen nko a na ye won nsase e wo dodoa waterworks ye won nsase e wo dodoa odumase ye won nsase e wo eye abri pokrom ye won nsase e wo Shy Hills ye san e won nsase e wo East Legon Hills na ye nsase no 70 by 100 no 20,000 Ghana cedis. 20,000 Ghana cedis. Na utua 5,000. Anase ebroswa. Na afei ya spread de aka na ma na utua nkakra. Na ebia na wa usi ufie, usi project bi. Wa hoden apem sikasema fam untimi enwia. Me pacho eye Palladium properties. Ena ebeboa a complete amawo. Esan se yene no yene banks ahodo no ewo partnership enti yebe sifie no amaw na utine mu a na utua ne nkakra wokọ amanone asa na tie Ghana hanso so no ewo se yetimi eyebie enti Palladium properties simen control say anything construction seek for Palladium properties me pacho bomode na pay kira kwan na yene wo endi ensawso yewo eye Madina Rich Junction ewo Madina ye ben eye Rich Junction hoa obetimi ahwehwe na afei woni yan edi enkomo ema bibia e kama ewo Marina supermarket enchen hoa enti frey na afei yeni nkomo ewo 0551 499 919 0551 499 919 and afi 0243 35 4100 Palatium Properties to asase ewo ye ho na afi nya asomdwe abusua ma mentwa me ho mra me ba Ghana come with Albert Asmani up next. Your friend Mr. Inkum No Pein ye kano senia etie.
So abani wie ya ye bobo se wawe obi gina TV3 so wo ka kire nipa na wo se una TV kompanyimfo no ko John Mahama wo ka kire nsa abani de kom ne abufuo na toye
No Pein.
Naza akwa na do so ka kire nsa te kom ne abufuo so no so ba no anye de kom ne abufuo be sa ato ati ano
No Pein.
I'm not worried. Once is the truth. Me na nwena mo di obia should be rest assured. Mona said make an Agyapong. The truth will always set me free.
No Pein.
We can vote people in and out. Personalities, okay? But my dear, what we need to do in this country is to establish a situation where even if it was the devil who should come and sit on top of us in Ghana, by virtue of certain procedures, certain practices, the devil cannot get away with doing whatever he wants. He would necessarily have to do what the people expect of him.
No Pein. No Pein.
So what they are doing, some of us will not keep quiet. Some of us will not allow you to destroy this party.
No Pein.
Betting tax that they said they have abolished. We never collected betting tax. We never implement the betting tax. So to come and tell Ghanaians that you have abolished something that was not implemented is to deceive the people of Ghana.
No Pein.
Messi, you better Ghana. Whether you like it or not, Ghana, for the youth of this country, I'll put my life on the line. Anything that is wrong in society, I will say it.
No Pein.
I noticed that when the finance minister came to present his statement, for the first time after the inauguration, the swearing in, the majority side was heavily populated. Mr. Speaker, that notwithstanding, Mr. Speaker, we have witnessed what we can best describe as an Azan budget.
No Pein.
It's not party mu a opese wo no wo be use position and be sabotage obi. It will happen. So long as Nyankopon ma ya hoden na e betimi akasa na e wasa platform we no. This we will say it every day to make sure say selfish individuals the minia omo pese omo ye niema to please their own self.
No Pein.
Mo bia nada no se jai illegal mining.
No Pein.
Maka and mesa reinforce. Se me reinforce say NDC for ano mo ye illegal mining at this time.
No Pein.
so abani wie ya ye bobo se wawe obi gina TV3 so wo ka kire nipa na wo se una TV kompanyimfo no ko John Mahama wo ka kire nsa abani de kom ne abufuo na toye
No Pein.
Naza akwa na do so ka kire nsa te kom ne abufuo so no so ba no anye de kom ne abufuo be sa ato ati ano
No Pein.
I'm not worried. Once is the truth. Me na nwena mo di obia should be rest assured. Mona said make an Agyapong. The truth will always set me free.
No Pein.
We can vote people in and out. Personalities, okay? But my dear, what we need to do in this country is to establish a situation where even if it was the devil who should come and sit on top of us in Ghana, by virtue of certain procedures, certain practices, the devil cannot get away with doing whatever he wants. He would necessarily have to do what the people expect of him.
No Pein. No Pein.
So what they are doing, some of us will not keep quiet. Some of us will not allow you to destroy this party.
No Pein.
Betting tax that they said they have abolished. We never collected betting tax. We never implement the betting tax. So to come and tell Ghanaians that you have abolished something that was not implemented is to deceive the people of Ghana.
No Pein.
Messi, you better Ghana. Whether you like it or not, Ghana, For the youth of this country, I'll put my life on the line. Anything that is wrong in society, I will say it.
Cindy Payne.
I noticed that when the finance minister came to present his statement, for the first time after the inauguration, the swearing in, the majority side was heavily populated. Mr. Speaker, that notwithstanding, Mr. Speaker, we have witnessed what we can best describe as an Azan budget.
Cindy Payne.
It's not party mu a opese wo no obe use position and be sabotage obi. It will happen. So long as Nyankopon ma ahoden na e betimi akasa na e wasa platform we no. This we will say it every day to make sure.
So abani we ya ye bobo se wawen obi gina TV3 so o ka kire nipa na wo se una TV company fo no ko John Mahama ko ka kire abani de kom na ebufuo na toye.
Cindy Payne.
Asa akọ na na do ozo ka kire nsete e kom na ebufuo so no so ba no anya de kom na ebufuo be sa ato ji.
Cindy Payne.
I'm not worried. Once is the truth. Me na nwene mo di obia should be rest assured. Mona said make in Agyapong. The truth will always set me free.
Cindy Payne.
We can vote people in and out. Personalities, okay? But my dear, what we need to do in this country is to establish a situation where even if it was the devil who should come and sit on top of us in Ghana, by virtue of certain procedures, certain practices, the devil cannot get away with doing whatever he wants. He would necessarily have to do what the people expect of him.
Cindy Payne. Cindy Payne.
So what they are doing, some of us will not keep quiet. Some of us will not allow you to destroy this party. So sada muye yandia.
Na American akacho say enne on a big interview no enso so no your guests ayene no ebedi enkomo ende no enso so ayubi a in fact say eba no amanyosemu a wa ben ankasa oti amanyosemu ase na eba no international relations a eno nso so ayade a wa ben mu papa na oba onam kwan so ya obeduru ha ama yetimi edimu enkomo na eno na chi no enso so no sabre de eyebra yede Ghana nkomo na ebrewo go on Facebook na fa o comment ni nyina fa ho sinipen efa ho yebekan ama ho afei se okọ eye YouTube enso so a fa ho yebetimi apeke no nso so ede ama ho na afei se okọ eye WhatsApp nso so 0240 550899 0240 550899 fafa obra na yentimi enkan fama menim se sabre no utie yen ewo Oman FM so utie yen ewo ye Ash FM so ana afei all the affiliate media platforms no utie yen ewo ho yeda se papa na nkoma ewo pono so for Ghana nkoma no ene se Sam George yewura Sam George akasa ono eye Minister for Communication na semo a okan ene se ebeye den se ebre kakra bi no ye pese John Dramani Mahama etu galamse asenti yenya abotrema wo mu it is 10 years no muntu ase a yenja wo mu no mombo omobra na sem eno no na eno na chinye besan ko eye Asante Mantemo KMA boss eno wasan so akasa ose traders no ensamo a okan ye no ehwa na ogusu ejina se men ton ade wa ha na wosan beton a ye behwew afei se uja wu nantwie uja wu dwan uja wa ponche wa kokko no nam krom bransam a eno nso so no ye beche no aku no na ye de akoma wo mo awo prison no marry na minister papa nam se onim se ebi wo fie mu ni prison akom de wo mo o de akokko komo mo awo prison nare yen so e wo fie no wa ma yembi a yenim ni ayebeye afei eno achi no owusu bempa the man of the moment aboa papo na yenyina yenim se aboa papo di amanyosem achi no nya newo ono ne papa J na anantia ba bedru sabre enti onya bofra e politics nti se okasa onimnia oka na ogusu a osha se okasa kasa no ase wabodua enya asem koto ase de omo atu agu ne so no enya asem keto akra enti we eka nkoma hodo a ye ba abedi ho Albert Asumani adjoin me oye former Tescom president sa enso so na bana manyosemu a wabim papa opani etisen
zankum boko na so
nyame adom me ho ye pa
nyame ase me hwe wi amisa bibia e kama
oh bibia e fine wada roma bibia e fine se me no na mo amani apem
yeah bibia be fine
nti bibia e kama me nsuru kura
me tawachi said also time achi
eno ano o de otimi strike at any time defensive for me ye ho aduma bibia be fine enti ensemo egu apaso eno no na mayen hyasem free Yeru Sam George eho
yeah
ne nkoma odie se yemo minim how many minutes days a omo hwehwe e de atu galamse ase
uze bizaku ba me nchia o na me na wase na me nchia watiefo ne ahwefo nyina na me ma obi aha obi a wo hwe na tu na oti o man FM Ashe FM Asanteman ye che obi bia na Central Region so na radio ye che obi aho amana ne fo nso a omo hwe na omutie nso che obi a mpanifo na bu besese wode wano donwere a ebi nwo aha ukona se uni enwere
minimum enwere fa
enwere ye enwere bia nkase wo papa tu kona ji obi asase afa so owe wodo na otwa ha nyina awi a na waboaboa no ewo a na odi jatum na wahye bo se o kan wie na akọ baabi bado ogina mo de se kan ekotwitwa sa de no ono na be wo no enti ogina obi na do wano donwere a ebi nye den enwo
na me na naka etai ka se enwere ye dono akwabrane
sa uni akukudura wuntimi nsi
dabi
enti abra na Yeru John Dramani Mahama na NDC for opposition no no mo do ma no donwere omhu galamse fight ne se eyade bi a o we de oye ni se a mi bisa se na Yeru John Dramani Mahama te ho na all lambasting na akufo-addo no na oni plan bia o be solve galamse abra no mo je galamse demonstration no na oni plan bia o be solve galamse because they run na otse opposition na o kan galamse asem no na ma dwene say that be so John Mahama in galamse activities be easy yes because John Mahama dey bia me ka say oyobi a wako prepare ne ho opposition for 8 years wodi akunwa ni bi da for footballer ya mo abo match na ya sa ankiyu ko bench anka ya sa fa emamu biemu but we dey was an opportunity no asan bemu biemu ya ko World Cup Ghana ene or the say Uruguay e ko quarter final asamoja bo penalty say no sa penalty na ka say blaster dey win ya boss say no and ye call extra time ye sabe more penalties ye some asamoja same opportunity obose
exactly
what I say that is the kind of attitude that I'm expecting from John Dramani Mahama say aka ukum say in the beginning ye some another opportunity ye say oye ni ye enti so kwatina fie 8 years now say buy ni nyina no he didn't know say galamse fight no na say ni na approach ana say kwoti fie no anka dia no say na akufo-addo nya na akufo-addo enye no anko ba ye na ka say oh na akufo-addo say me ka say onim hwe enti ene ma menya ni say onso ba ye sebi oti wa say tibo onkoso uhu ba bia unfa kuro
so go so fight say yakwakwo hihye nkofo mo establish omo ho e wo galamse site no ya hihye omo niama
enti afre de ye share excavators a solution for fighting galamse
oh ya share
under na akufo-addo when under na akufo-addo
so blue water guards
zanku sa blue water guards is just a wasteful venture. It's a wasteful venture because those will be catch them say ade ekunu kware say asama nipa contractor or sampa uniform asama blue water gas
say omo be boa me to galamse
yes sika keke ne atu agu enfa enya hwe in fact an come an kan galamse for no kware a because one they say o say sika e blue water gas ho as a galamse for so say yen sase etine nka jano mo sense ase no yen service sika no mum what you say you are some George. Months never been put say it is unfair to tell Mahama say on Sovi Galamsey. That is what you told Ghanaians and Akufo-Addo was not doing it right. And too bad the Bema Yempani forces here the Jawa near the Aswao. And why not person Uncle Sovi Galamsey fight on one a can be on the first one on the cigar and son Omunsi Omansi I know they are then you ever show when Mark Catcham say a Yanada near Tron on the Bedia Kunyan.
No, but also to be fair on his person, no. Yabeka say obaye enche. I mean exactly you can say 100 days.
Yes.
And wenya. Entinka yenya bo trek akra.
And I say what's your position no? Na John Mahama ewo de bia olambasi na nado. Ana Galamsey ana almost say ensase ana edru ba bi mpo no. Na mo frɛ mo ache mafias. Sa ache mafias na Galamsey no. Ama mu kan yakose na Akufo-Addo kra fi achi yetu Galamsey ewo chebi
nyanya no kra se chebi yetu Galamsey
men ka se yentu ho ana ma yentu mi problem ni say onfa ese anya yo so fi se Galamsey fight no eyefo na ye mre na say na Akufo-Addo antumi anya they should also give us excuse. They should fight it head on. What
and they are doing it.
So then tell us yeah we expect them to end it now. Now we expect John Mahama to end the Galamsey now.
Is that possible?
If it's not possible, why was he giving us so many solutions when he was in opposition? One say nano and this AC Galamsey anu ana. Tama no mkaza na Akufo-Addo declare state of emergency. No, no so to declare. Why can't he declare state of emergency now? Because they say an aginsem krache time na Akufo-Addo mo ho no. And someone say state of emergency a solution. He should declare it. So that Obia will say, oh, John Mahama, or Pepaso Bekun Galamsey no. Na men round say 96 days. We are 96 in Yakobi cry too much. What I say? Yakobi cry too much. We are not counting this with him. What we are demanding from him is solution.
Solution. So 8 solid years when Timi and 2 Galamsey say.
Yes.
Obia about 3 months no person odi 2 Galamsey.
And I say 8 years now to opposition. Never catch and say who was solution. I don't want to go back to Akufo-Addo. Say na Akufo-Addo Ghana for pen approach and in the BBR and come say am Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia betwa so. Gonna Ghana for believe say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na Akufo-Addo ntwa so. What I say? Na Ghana for nim say omo ni solution na wo waka kire omo say papa yo ti sie na chi no. Ontimi ntwika ntimi nsi ni for na mfa afi de mawa na o toto papa so bisa say neutral wen me fa hye he fa nsama komanim na 98 days ontimi movie car no. We all believe he said John Mahama had solutions to solve Galamsey. Waba he should solve it right away. We are not counting this. Yes, I go best if you are not pa. Say John Mahama betimi solve Galamsey we ya and by this time yes huhun sunso aso. Esi huhun sunso aso say o solve it. Na sa blue water gas o makofo ma bay. O stress emayiwa mobo ansane mrantie ya akofo ma be kire omuntare a ye danger my life say ye dom kosi Galamsey no. Me say obi obusuani was blue water gas the 2 options. Either so ni panda kasa no waje adwuma no. And I said, you see whoever employ the person for endangering their lives because a dangerous adjuman of their massa about one. So go fight Galamsey with your bare hands. And also go join Suano near Mamo walking talkie. So what is be betu Galamsey and also be able so afraid. And I said, these people cannot even stop mere Galamsey side. How much more say empenifo na ngasa omushemu no. All right. These are people you Lands and Forestry Minister Mpaka Chair say they are dealing with sophisticated arms. It is so that for no mo kuboni a omo the strategy omo line map it up baby omba fa any other wetin ato ahye omo so that for mpo do makogu achiase jungle warfare omo makoye training ankasa nko omo Galamsey for mo na omo so. Now what they say emayiwa we ni mranti we omu nkitabo omu nkiteto omu nye David agase omu koto tire de akokum Goliath sam mranti egdengitu we the soldier ni
time David eko Goliath anim no obi ani ni da so say obetimi akun Goliath.
Yes, but apart from say David
ni wano mo a abo bia ni ho a obetimi akum oso no enso ewi ase no na koto akum oso
abra when was the last time
wo gidie wo blue water guards no said they can fight the Galamsey ombetimi aboa magalamse ntokwa no ya wini e wo Ghana
Mr. Nkum se blue water gas no omutimi e wini galamse fight na NSS ya mprom ni Ghana Armed Forces that is the soldier for na failure
na yentu soldier
because e kwa soldier for ntimi anko no mo the blue water gas na NSS dom nyina ko ne ewu se NSS a omo kra no omo chen asrafo me say galamse fight no e kwa Nigeria for fight Boko Haram no that is how you have to fight galamse yes no it is threatening the future of this country. Yes, we almost said no. And so I am almost saying no. And to say, the dear Mampeni now say you are going to protect the territorial integrity of this country with the navy and everything. You have to protect our natural resources too, including our forests and our water bodies.
Yes, say you say MPP Amanyoko na dincho. Enra there was a party office na so meeting change park so former president Eba Hobi. In fact, all the political hierarchies what within MPP cycles no everybody was there. Our munyina Professor Makokwe ne report no omo kwa akɔhwɛ. Now yegu so ayekeka kɔ no yenua NSO usu bempa. Ana obia kyerɛ na adwen we say medium support we see me support we na ɔno nko akɔkasa ya ase tu ato. Ya mobro ye gu ne so saa na ye de say ne ye de ya ye be ne arebrade party no ye ndɛ ne ya arebrade
Mr. Nkum ma me hwɛ wo camera mu na me nka kyerɛ MPP for say sebi ye se wuntimi ne abre wan twempena na wunsuro ne se wuntimi ne abre wan twempena abra wo besuro abre wan ne se MPP for anye bold na no kra wo mu se MPP for ka kire omo hu na entwa mu di ni 2024 no sebi yesua de bi film no mbere katakata so mo asoso no ye na 8 years and another akufo-addo government ni dia and they should be prepared to say betna opposition forever because politics no ye mfa ntro ene katakata so mo aso enye politics what you say what presenting candidate e de na ko election the point of attraction no eye nipa na o ton no eye niam mienu na ewom enti se ekoto aba na se nipa na wini na se uwo obi a oye mo ankasa mo party deputy communications director mo say am an appointment man ko ye communications director Emma Ghana Gas na se ono ni na dwini ni susue mu no ono dwin say candidate na mo present here no amwa why then do you fight that person
watobo abograss
ono ni position no am say aside ono ni position no kra no omanfo so ka kire no and MPP pani bia ni ho betimi aka kire no say to aba wies asem on TV from President Akufo-Addo ebesi the last executive what I say from President Akufo-Addo to the last executive obi antimi nka se to aba wie no o betimi aka say omonte say onkofo ka say na candidate no e problem ana enti so osu be mpa ko kan ono ni we ne boni awa ne yeden
se candidate no e problem obeka kra na e wo se unya abotre
yes candidate e problem obi nkyere me another ekwan bi obetumi afa so aka se candidate ne problem
so obetumi afura ho
entoma ne yeden fafura ne ka kire me so beka se candidate na yeden
so nya me na me kan
enti se wo na nka wo kan ka beka se candidate ne e yeden o ye problem ana se candidate no ankofo na ankofo mpe no ana se no usu anka se
otosini kakra
otosini e ho ne ye wo se de opese wo kan no ana usu be mpa se ankofo ka kire ne se 2024 MPP presented a wrong candidate. This is also been passed worse. Now, aside the same presenting wrong candidates, so other people so many kasa. Will be also most of them so share same sentiments. What I say? You trouble we are not JFK General Secretary. Osuro go for between Asia Konya. He was the first person to buy on the American candidate asemo or say election crowd MPP lost it on spiritual ground.
Oh yeah, sure say so na no so.
Osuro and now ti when you still Osuro. All the national executives obi asuro say ye koto aba ye beto ati omo. Na me kwa mama kwa so musa emu ha moda afie. Me anka me kasa team ni ho a anka by this time maka thank you to MPP delegates na ma bow out
so bi aya to abama wo tam no nso ye no o bow out sese
Mr. Nkum so ye Messi ni na so bi employ wa se besi dan ma no na dan no wusine bubu a o pese nipa na o ma o sika no san da wase. These executives were they are so lucky say omo be G party no e wo power. These executives omo anya dwuma de bia mo party no
so bia dwuma o ye no ma be di
Momo by no bia the party no full opposition the aba power the jasha monsa. Now be G party the co-opposition in your right frame of mind no person boy and sama wana from chairman in team ebesi the last person I'm now failing MPP. You cannot tell me say you take the party from power, you take the party to opposition. Near more and some MPP and the football club. MPP is a political party, and their sole interest is to win political power every day, every election. That is what almost year they be almost meeting, almost come up and down. That is the sole motive. Yanti political party in front compare Water Forest. Yankotria Mountain, and Yankobo Empire was a political party. What a political party? You want to win political power and take control over the administration of the country. That is the sole aim. And to say, yo, national executive, national chairman, general secretary, national organizer, youth organizer, women organizer. Not say to about not a party, a binoma ye jumading, a power from opposition. Now be free power now ko hwie ne mani gua se uwa ope papa se o ka say no adwin ne promise amedi ma delegate se me ba be ABC no mantumi anye enti no minjai ade ne to na menko se chairman team and I say JFK and any of the national executive and na eti ho person san call election that no a wicked. Wicked. I'm telling you, the national executive is still preparing. Say, Obasa contest for the position. No person deep partner, bro. What are you trying to tell me?
Onka say be a experience.
And the other JFK covered John Ward when he wanted to come and become the general secretary. Someone can be for John Ward so intimate humanity. You need if you want delegates and to Abana JFK. Somebody who was the national organizer. Rose through the ranks, became general secretary. Obakachi and Gofo said, no. Me what they brought the party from even opposition to power. Now we do a power, now the party now opposition. And then no person say, your MPP pie, omo Bob once and I said, don't come this year don't watch tradition. Mosa ko pe general secretary bi mu a na mo kwato abama JFK say on san ko another general secretary. Na me name what is wrong with the party. I'm just watching and measure the kind of executives on you and no my boom and a bit show mado. Some kofa executives ni ba biemu a some kofa na be kire omo dia fa na some be power bi na omo. If you have a national chairman like chairman in team na otimi ya board ko biemu ka experience in what?
Experience in
what lose elections then chairman team I start to MPP chairman elections are him will lose years so be win here. You ma one chance in swap with the party na opposition. And you think people will go and queue and say time aso. That time na aso no. It was an opposition time. Time to Obama and team and then people was preparing to opposition. This is the time. Whoever becomes the national chairman, general secretary, or any national executive member, no, should be somebody or betimiye juma abua party na mo say unya power na you sustain it. You don't go into election, take the power and give it out. You get the power, you sustain it. And the national executives, if elsewhere, any civilized and now Western countries, Libya, and come by now, all the executives are not resigning. Because I do want me now. How do you come say, yeah, what or the saying, look at that power? What winning election over 6 point something million votes. That's our time. A nipa 2.1 million decided say on to aba emma o party na what you do ma you are just dropping the record obi abenya 137 MPs our parliament what dropping it to 88 and you are telling me say we should still vote for you deduct 88 from 137 say yes an kwete sa na suka ni free 88 say next election e dey ahina MPs ahina MPP
Adam for be si buburuja
what you say
abubu
why should an MPP kwa konya single they get to a parliament they shouldn't take those people again obi on national executive no they shouldn't even say it if somebody is talking about rebuilding how you better prepare people that go really power the national executives a key who becomes the national chairman, who becomes general secretary, national organizer, youth organizer, women organizer, and on and Nasara and everybody. They have to make sure say they get people who can work hard diligently to make sure say they bring the party back to power.
Openi ma menda wase se obae.
Medasi mi
na said ya we hit no boko.
Medasi.
Nyankopon ya adom a echina enso so yebesan so atoa so.
Medasi.
Wadawroma echina no nyame pa menu mienu ene yahwefo yetiefo.
Medasi.
Enti kwan bia so yebeye adwuma se esese yeye adwuma se yeye adwuma ye ne abrese yebeye adwuma de a yebeye adwuma.
Medasi. Medasi.
Nyankopon ya
menchia watiefo bi.
Medasi papa. Enti eno Albert Asumani eno no anamene no ehia no yebone mmarane efre no political za enti ono ana mene no edi enkomo on Ghana enkomo so ebra so se metimi ene wo edi sinkonwa na afa yedi enkomo maka tro se enne no on a big interview nipa ye ne no ebedi enkomo eye Matthias B. Boateng na ono eye executive director edema eye Center for Global Affairs and Responsible Governance. Enti ono anane mene no eba bedin komo na afi yetimi atwa so akwenim o messages ahodo no on WhatsApp, o messages ahodo no on Facebook, afi o messages ahodo no on YouTube are still welcome. But modern afi fafa obra na mejebre na metimi akan ni nyina enso so ede ama meda sese okame ho nyankopon enhyira papa Alhaji Has ene ne dom nyame enhyira mo na enne makacho se dani de nyina se dia ekono minim se utie yen ewo Man FM so ewo enkna pumpurema ntemu afia asante mantemu enso so eye Ash FM afi se yefiri wona yekọ eye Central Region enso so a utie yen ewo NAP radio so ewo asenfo so afi yefiri ho a yekwama no ne Sources Radio ana afi eye Amansan Radio ni nyina ewo UK yefiri ho etufan ekọ Donald Trump ekrom ho a USA ehon so no Kings Jesse Radio utie yen ewo ho enso so afi Jerry's TV enso so carry show no live and colored ye frame Anthony Kofi Inkum Daddy Trinity awa Mr. Inkum. I am your host na ene me guest Matthias B. Boateng ono executive director edema Center for Global Affairs and Responsible Governance. Amanyosem de otiase abnemu papa opani akwaba
ya bisenkum
bibia boko de
obi be se boko center for awo ise ya che
na me adom center for awo e boko za o
obi na se da for boko bo sa no penu mo be go onya bo sa no mo be go
eno ano no eti makacho se ene me guest no amene no ebedi nkomo se wa on se watena se bomodin se o messages no wode ebeba ye ko Palladium Properties eho ana ye ko ton sase Palladium Properties eho ensase no efo ne bo elfom asondwe esoso ewo ho me ba cho ye ensase no 20,000 no utua 5,000 and above ana se usika na 5,000 ayeje na fe ya spread the aka no amount ye wo ensase ne bi ewo ye Shy Hills ye wo bi ewo Dodowa Waterworks ye wo bi ewo Dodowa Odumase ye san ewo bi ewo East Legon Hills afi ye wo bi enso so wo Ebri eye Pukrom bomodin na pay chira kwan na Tobi bomodin ubehu yen ewo eye Marina supermarket no enchen ewo Ritz Junction Madina ha na frey na yenin komo ewo 0551 499 919 NFA 0243 354100. Meda se oka me ho ebra so se yekoye enkomo so na fe yetimi edi enkomo na ene ye enkomo no is purely going to be based or to we are going to center it around leadership, the kind of leadership our mind no ehia baby our mind no edru leadership edi ehia mo anase etesen. Basically that is the enkomo ye ba bedi no ene enti bomodin na time chuku na tie bibia be fine. Mr. Matthias, I'm sure say o first time ever hanye.
Yeah, this is my first time on it too.
O first time hanye. Na oba atmosphere no to say.
Oh well, I mean as a TV producer myself for 12 years, yeah, so you we feel at home. We feel say I mean it's the same environment, but I like the studio, I like the setup.
All right.
Technology TV production are easy. And they say first now the bit. Well, generally, you know, you say first of all, my member Ghana Baso.
Okay.
Oh yeah, then Ghana na edim kunim. And the air course will be no. Me sure say the air course will be is the interest of the people of Ghana.
Okay.
The me de. Emma manage pa asumdua ewo omaimu. Endra. Na me kind European Union omo report be omo ye, and it is clear say Ghana the fourth most peaceful country in the sub-region.
Okay.
So a plus MI we are seeing you now no yet also 6.
Okay.
So it's a plus for us. It mean MI who say at least Ghana for ye code ye ko ye ni wo ye asumdwe kwana ye peno I think it's a plus. And then two after 2024 a nation suma Ghana for.
Okay.
Because potogum shegum ekọ kwasere kwa no enti no asumdwe a yekita bepem sabre yefa asudwo na enante na democracy nso na yenyi no yen continue with the democracy ye akwan a ye twa no yen twa esa ekwan na yen koyenim yen say so far so good. In the next during the election adeba kona ye dede power chrome ye the Galamsey issue.
Okay.
For the past, I remember the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. Akufo-addo, Yembona Baso. You see, leadership and is just a mere word, but leadership
okay.
Leadership and leadership is chance
okay.
The 4 walls of your house, that's where leadership starts. What I say, be a dominant piano, and yeah, easy. What I say, sometimes it's difficult. Say, so be the akufo-addo attempt, obi di President Mahama attempt, obi di penibio di a dominant matema. Yeah, me so me because.
Okay.
And yeah, easy. Yeah, crumpo your business in Kencity, crumpo yeah, yeah, that no. And yeah, easy. Obisa or boss, yeah, me assume boss can the Agyapong. You know, say yeah, easy. What I say, so leadership is a big thing. I think so far so good. Ghana is winning.
All right. And no, Matthias,
Bonzo
Ereko Boateng. No. I am familiar to the full one today. Biano, I'm pesame konesa. Anyway, so now, share the leadership. I mean, as a whole in Ghana, since a year. 1957 on my Ghana yankasa yetimi eje ye hu si o se yenya ye bebo ye bra sese de yenya ye nsa so ye chi adware ene ade ne nyina no. I mean ye di kan ehu the leadership style of Yera Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ababesenko se ye free ho e ba na hwe ba bia ya ba bedru sese ya. Can we say Ghana ye leadership no ya ade bia ye betimi a boost off.
So far, no Ghana, no, leadership, no, we can be proud of it. The side of the coin is two. Okay. What I say, first of all, no, you share leaders or more leading. You for Kwame Nkrumah. You see, leadership beyond the characteristics.
Okay.
What I say, Kwame Nkrumah was a charismatic leader. What I say, charismatic and then servant leader. we from Kwame Nkrumah we did this wa eba na ye Rawlings from Rawlings ye benya a friend is saying Kufuor what I say leader bia or buy bia no ewo adisu vision bia or they buy but who is a leader and what is leadership is the ability to influence others through your vision purpose and adbs when you so person there that is what leadership is about o leader bia wo di amanfo ni ma uni vision bia no and uni purpose bia you don't have any business leading anybody okay remember for example Kufuor eba no adebako na esi ne super friend said maternal national health insurance ade odi si na super bre what I say free maternal care ni manimation kwale e wo mo any time ni se nyina e ade ba kwa esi na so a otumi e buy akufo-addo buy or the then buy or the friend say free SHS what I say it in akufo-addo ye ni nyina no the purpose the vision pa de obo hu de Europa eye your friend say free SHS wo share president Bahamas say ade na ode ba or the sa coding we no na eba from the coding or the women's bank and eba into be about abamu a owo the odiba that political talks never ye bebe say no bebre no omoka for political power but then I saw we share them potty pa they see the news so our person they see the news so person no obabo say no asase say oye ho adwuma dead it doesn't mean say bibia o kan no obwa omwa obi aba mu a owo susu o this adisadi hu bia odeba leader bia eja leader bia papa it is so person who so man no say the aircon ekuya father say papa bia ni ho a oba owo fie o person ne ba essay papa bia so no so koda one ne ba wona so kod adisa so koda odwe me ba school fees ho odwe say ne ba ne be yeye our plans be bre ema ebusia no but sorry anopona say in the duties ebra oko obra opes na djuma so adiswadu no nya na do person oko no enye ni nyina na obetumi achieve what do I say okay for example metia me fa na say bia me say me busua no me pese me ma enkola no ekwa abrochire me pese by the time me ba no benya 5 years no na bia 100 million wa na account mu me pese me si da be 60 me pese me yese me pese me ni nyina no e menu so ade hu ba me ba once I me come enim no ni ma bi wo ho a mentwumi enye ni ma bi wo ho a metwumi aye it doesn't mean say me fail but say ne metwumi eye no etwumi bua abusuan ni nyina abusuan ni bi etwumi benefit won kakra na metwumi ye no ho a that we say that's a good leader. It for example, mama example, offer Akufo-Addo for example, you can never say Akufo-Addo is a bad leader because the according to no true ni no at least bibi wo ho a etwumi eboa Ghana fo nyina eye free SHS. Okay. What I say? Into the Akufo-Addo ba we ni na me sem ka se me ye Akufo-Addo ba why ni nyina sinchen there's nowhere I will go against free SHS. You know why? Because from time you implemented free SHS, in the next 10 to 20 years, that generation you be warm from 2024 no up to 20 years no. Obi ani wo betuma class akase me manko secondary school. Obi abekobi. It's an opportunity for the but family generation from 1978 no eba no. That 78 bank for bebre wa me no mu GSS about 1 million or 2 million of them entry and secondary school. Okay. But sata no sakasa ye leader be to implement sa je no ema azatema and come now for bebre wo ho omo secondary school and then me home am fee say bia omo secondary school they would have had that opportunity to go. And then obi free me chrome asase 3 obi free me chrome asase 3 otumi ka so se se an okosko achimota infantimai because of free SHS leader being a characteristics no answer ni beat ni so ade mu no say at least I dey kwano tuna benefit and ye fa ni say fio yes inti Ghana na hu ni kataka no eye fio inti eja no na owo eja na owo say efie no asa data no na ye Akufo-Addo enema bebre sisi na enu so person ye but all corner nimino kakro tumi ye no ebo efiefo ni nyina anasa ambo efiefo ni nyina ebo efiefo ni nyina ya fa president Mahama a waba sesi enima bebresi na nu so person yes for now omo lanche the 1 million coders we you know
okay
what is that 1 million coders no o analyze ebebo Ghana for bebre anasa ebebo Ghana for kakra o you will see at least ebebo a month bebre because why because the age technical age
yeah
what I say ye ko ye AI ni niema nti obia betuma take advantage of the policy na wo dia ba no the same way betuma take advantage of free SHS so policy na dia ba say opa menfa but how a policy formed as a leader and how do you form a policy before you form a policy you must identify a problem
okay as leader no before say what the policy be ebeba no you should know a problem
yes
sa policy now dey ba no eba be solve
yes
say nya sa dia na say we cannot call you a leader
without a problem
okay.
Without a problem if you don't have a problem there's no way you can have a policy one who person form a policy is o scan whatever is there name a problem no one left is a problem no or left is a problem now then you start thinking about the problem a process over take about the problem the problem over a policy a better policy you evaluate the policy who evaluate policy you see short force then you go that short force you see will become a problem again for example free SHS what I say when we saw more ye kwa ye new loopholes bi wom so obi atua enye so obi atua ye kwa kakra when NDC was in opposition almost betwa friends say double tracking him it was there say betwam say they were in opposition and say the mistake was that they didn't even analyze the problems in it almost betwam but by they've seen the reality in it so they say but some double tracking it will be in 2027
yes
what I say yes. But meanwhile no time no what opposition campaign no say what about say what you be say oba no oba betwem
obeya no
what I say oba no oba betwem but it doesn't work like that say opposition that's all kind that's all bad you have to dig into it look at the problems in it and then see say that problem na me hu no so make you my agenda in there and as me ntumi nye agenda in there
so say me kan bomu miensa ye beka say as a leader say before say ubetimi aye bibi no first of all as I say utimi identify problem
yes
and no one who identify problem you need to analyze it and know you two
yes
and we know you need to evaluate it and know you three
yes
and sana wetimi
yeah
anya policy
what about trouble
ubetimi
dey when we say and I'm more perfect another example
okay
24-hour economy what I say I didn't up to now and buy because in same baby room well it's a good idea it's a good policy but a problem was not lifted.
What was that problem?
Okay, the only problem who is unemployment problem. They just saw the unemployment problem.
Okay,
what I said so they just lifted unemployment thinking say yeah they run a campaign a bebwa.
Okay,
but if you lift unemployment what I say you haven't lifted anything because one say on 24 hours I mean for example
okay
unemployment problem my lift unemployment problem 1 2 3 for me no motive say I say one job 3 people
exactly
it's my lift unemployment one job 3 people but my lifted financial issues because obey juma from 8 compare 5 na se boso no so between 3,000
okay
what I say because I say me fan say so bia ye adwuma ni binti no mako fa 2 abeka ho abeye 3
yes
what I say into 3,000 me che miensa ana say we ba me man 3,000 also ba me man 3,000
me che medium dia say bufu ne besi
what I say so that is where the problem is into say it's a beautiful idea okay. It's a very beautiful
but
idea
they were not able to analyze it
yes it anytime say they are still working on it. And so because at the time I'm releasing 20 at the time NDC releasing 24-hour economy now we are almost getting to election.
Okay,
what I said we are about I think 4 or 5 months to election and I start 24-hour economy at the tomb into and what juma you know anye we but otherwise it's a very good policy because whereas sometimes I do it what I say if I say me see a dime na say me sure say clients ne pen tema I go 24 hours. What I say, mema we mu ye omu wi na ma fro we yaba, then I pay that I finish early. So it is end of day omu compare so we are still working on it because the question is that say mema 3,000 at the end of every month. Na chere say ma ho ode no e 3,000 metum dam every month.
Okay.
Meboa.
Okay. And then nipa mienu nso aba
be ka ho no.
Almost 6,000 no must be
6,000 no. It is say between 9,000.
9,000 I will bet you.
And now either say between 9,000 and I say what 3,000 I was and so no. Say mutim mean
and yes now how now dey be fi.
What I say. So policy there and yes onya sorry ya na o kan keke. Mbacho what the make an say.
Okay.
So every leader bia no nkrofo so mu di wachini so no they will also need to help you because say milidu me menim say me chiachia and a leader bia so enim bi enye bibia na leader bia enim.
Okay. SSL leader bia nya aboafo.
Aha. It's a more perfect example. Leadership esu next be go deep but person me dey to from no bia etiase. Efie leadership started with fie. Efie me papa na me wo fie no because of say me na me leader me na me ko hwehwe be me ko bia do. Enye bibia na ko so ofie me nim. What I say?
And must you care to know Bibi Akosu Ofie?
Yes, I must know whatever is happening. But say me gire dem kra na Ofie no omo aboma mane anka no kra na kire me a.
Om de niam sie a.
Oh, what
be ye Agyapong?
What is the mechanism say? But what is the mechanism say? Me more perfect example. President Mahama Ebaye no. It doesn't mean President Mahama lied. He was misinformed. One. Oba no see free SHS. There is no proper funding for free SHS.
Okay.
But now what I said. Omo ba mo say hospital adada 111 ba kumpo ni ho a eye adwuma. What I say. Even meter account also e ka say ba kumpo ni ho eye adwuma. But ene ye hu say ebi so ye adwuma. Does it mean President Mahama lied? No. Or ye fanise or ye papa wo fie. Or no kwa abonti. Iti ne yiri na sema ne yiri ka kire no oji ne yiri din true. That is what he said. Also that enough.
As I say a ban sana not just say you as a leader no. I say oh ya kwadro kakra.
Oh ya kwadro.
Because one thing that I believe in is say okay
ya verifiable informations.
Okay.
One, SM verify.
Exactly.
But who do I verify from?
The same.
Would I trust my wife or would I trust my children? What do I say? Information, major information. Would I trust my wife or would I trust my children? Say me banaka same time so oh papa when we went out we ate rice and this. Okay. And I do me I said oh the children said they ate rice and this but there was no fish. Why was it no fish? What I say? That is what I would believe. But what me can say? So if my minister tells me Ghana had two main people taking information, credible information, the president and his minister and his vice. So information if that source now, that is where it becomes a tangible information.
Okay.
Normally so because some always so say den chain free so be catch us aponcheni free so be catch us den chain mewu a men di na chinye. Why? Because omumienu won nsuo. But what I say?
Matiase.
Into leadership, let that make sure. Person me do from crying in it. I say the next time the person go deeper, we will go. What for it is say we fear the cause we fear biano. That is how it is. President no and your papa, vice president and your wife, ministers ni we nu akani na no eye ebusuafo ne wo ma wo cabinet ministers no eye wo ma wo nu omu wo fie. What I say?
Talking about free SHS for example, no say President Mahama can say there's no proper funding, but Obama we said no, there were proper solid funding. Now, and on the yebusa say fine. Now President Mahama being the leader of the whole country, the first gentleman. Now say Obeka say free SHS funding beer anyhow. Naturally, you say not funding must you see who as a leader?
Oh yes.
Should we still value you as a leader?
Mami say was say oh yeah papa. What I say? Wa ko fie e na umano akara na oya catch us say oh ye doom light. What I say? And that's all be feel oh you see your doom light. Uba also your doom light intimidate me now for the bar. If you do if you not light well, does it make me a bad father? What I say? That's what I'm saying. He say Agyapong can say oh who ye no and I saw Baba because oh me a mistake. What I say? me barber retracting, me say, but president don't just talk like that. What I said, he was in opposition when he made that comment. But what I said,
and so
that
is
why there's a communication leader. What I said, my more perfect example. Stand up Kokwen in semi baye. What I said, Felix Ebeka said, President Mama wrote something on his wall. What I said, and Felix came out to say the President Mama can or no or no car. What I said, that was gross insubordination. You don't even say that. It's a blunder. You don't even do that because a person trust you are undermining the authority of the president. But what did the mechanic say?
Okay.
And the other two man can say, "Oh, I was saying back, but I don't know. You can't even fault him and not be say. You should understand the terrain. It's a political terrain."
Yes.
But what I said. So basically, no, that these are some of the things. But leadership, I mean, once the person has a vision, he has a purpose, or you need a bebo Ghana ni na, and I say, if you for never benefit here, I mean, that's good to go.
So, you bet me, I mean, looking at the 21st century, baby, we are say ekekako. I mean, baby, kofwe ni abre say, I mean, industrialization. More any abre ekwe ni mo any ade no. Talking about leadership, no, what kind of leadership now for say Ghana ebe here? Me beside this question because ye nim omo aba eko, but that's a Ghana problem no. Eguso aye more. Does it mean say omo leadership skills no ena enya effective ana?
And your leadership skills in enya effective. You see, and I make a leader biano ewo adiswadi huno. But someone supporting so leader no sabe obebre. You see, there's a story in the Bible of Israel for no kwakun. Ekono mokono. Moses Eman Sasso.
Okay.
Or bomb Australia Kupon. What is I do opinion Australia Kupon. But Moses in Sabre, Naso or Bafumpe, there were two people behind. I want to tell you. Senesa Bafumpe, not Sam Kofono, Moses in Sabre. What I say, he is the leader. But who are the people really making him the leader? And young Kofono Muja and Chen, Mupeja and Sano. Amupeja, Nesaba for Man and Sajano Mupejan. These are the two people at the pivot of Amubua leader. It's Yakasana would be leader. What are we doing to help that leader?
So in that, you bet me sin pain say leaders are yenyo modi and komo yenemum abuafo na etwa mo ho ahia no na emwa wo.
Abuafo na amboa no. What I say? And I pay me here na meeting conversation be on Man FM. My sister station Omahin Kwabran Sante.
Okay, or no
Asempa FM. And the discussion is that Baumia lost the election because of say MPP appointees who were too arrogant and disrespectful. What I say? She will be angry no so I pick you.
Okay.
They obey so no. What I say? A friend is saying Abapapon. Abapapon so say Baumia was not the right choice.
Okay.
What I say? Also, the problem of facing youth unemployment, both of them were running with it. Meboa. Okay. It these are two. This friend is saying coding they were Baumia digitalization nana or cano. It's coding not digitalization.
Exactly.
It is the same thing. It is because areas na ye ko yenim a bedroom maybe no cameras. We don't even need the cameraman standing behind the camera. You get it?
Yes.
You don't need anybody standing behind the camera. What I say, Sa Ghana Kadi by Abua Bebre, because I work in countries who need card that you can't do anything. Yes.
And you were using the Ghana card?
No, it's not even the Ghana card. That economy Ejuma was a normal card. When you don't have that card, you don't do anything.
Okay. Me my two kwa baby a card and no me DBA me.
What I say? Listen. I was saying a friend is Kata. Me wakata obi kana obi passport obi way driver's license we work other question but she has an ATM or they within 5 minutes they start putting and the driver's license
we renew
the driver's license. It's renewed for quantity.
I just talk who go robot.
What I say?
Obe toss was out.
Yes. What I say? But because we are getting to a digitalized world. Be digital. When Baumia was campaigning on digitalization, he knew what he was talking about. When President was talking about the 1 million coders thing, he knew what he was talking about. What I say. Into there was nothing be a different. They know follow they know friend say quen and a friend say sisifia and another for them. But real issues no often mean see what pa not difference any. What I say because bako free SHS bako so betray bako so betray but ominion obi no baka so okaso betray free SHS. Agyapong for a picking from President Mahama Eka say ebi obetwem say when he said say Sakawa 2 billion and I say on for free SHS mo. But ono kwa say he saw the problem because oba ontwem and frankly oba is also say ontwem we and then also buy no more perfect example. Let me show you the politics. Free SHS very beautiful. What I say NPP pass up Omobambe continue. Do you know what the NDC how smart they were? Picked it up, saw the problem. Obi free SHS be so work university. And I'm boy. Exactly. So how do I beat this free SHS?
Was the next door.
So that was what free tertiary first year. So you understand the politics.
Yeah.
So both of them no education now you focus and they were running with it. What I say because of millions Osho Momieno as a campaign no vision no na ese
and as governance aspect no ye bebu sase Dr. Mamudu Bawumia for example ana ote eye owo aban mu dada ene President Mahama no efro position ana na oba no. Do you think say properly as a so munyina campaign no eye ba ko sa
enye a campaign message what I say a kasa bakun,
okay,
but different language, and that's a different approach.
Okay,
what I say, different approach, and then remember we say President Mahama, and you'll be a opposition leader, but not an opposition leader. He's been in government before.
Exactly.
What I say, it's only niema a waho, only problems a waho. What I say, the same be as political wise, no same be or kaya it was for politics. What I say, it is allowed. What I say, it is allowed because in politics there's something we call the instrument of disorder. The instrument of disorder. They will say, "Bia o bibi papa wo can." Same can be bia e be nullify wo dey na wo can.
Okay.
For example, obo betwa free SHS, protect free SHS, protect free SHS, protect SHS. Me ba me ntwem. They say I'll cancel, but I'll not cancel. Me ba be shene kin.
My son grab the beef class and the account.
What I say. So the instrument of to me a counterparty will be. For example, it happens everywhere. For Kamala Harris, Nate Trump, everybody thought Kamala Harris was going to win.
Exactly.
Everybody thought about it, but Trump was playing the game. Look on social media, you will see that I was always rooting for it, but because I was not listening to the noise, I was looking at how President Trump was countering Kamala Harris. They may be all yet. Ubesha blacks to crumple the former attempt on one Trump. This time they voted for him, even though Kamala Harris is a colored person, but they didn't vote for him. They voted for Trump. What I said, because they realize a message now or they ban approach or they ban. For example, American first. What I said, Ghana as a businessman, they say the 10% tariff to Ghana for so Ghana for Casa. If I am the president, me of Trump position, I would do because as a business, you should think business wise. You should have business minded. You should be business minded person.
And so, do you think, say, if you are talking about, say, Ubia Udi or Mayanimia, you should be business minded person.
Yes.
Now, America as a mighty nation, no, a business person as their president.
Yeah.
And
not only business person as a president, he has business person as a president, and they have business people surrounded him. Your friend said, this trader guy, your friend said, trader guy, your friend is saying, no, I prefer X.
Oh, we are talking about Elon Musk.
Yes, it's not close to the president. These are business people. What I said, these are business people. Leader dear would you mind your priority should be the interest of the state first.
Okay. So looking at country my Ghana now you name the kind of leaders are more taking over the leadership position Ghana bebrebe. Do you foresee say baby we are kono as I said Ghana so etimi enya a business person obetimi I mean, or you known within the business community, no, or I mean, obetimi otonensa, obetimi a business person, ama na ben in chain, or yes, obenya ama yetimi akoyeni, because it seems that yeah, natural resources, no, we have natural resources even more than Israel, but value as I say the toso no intimi enkosa. And so, do you think say we have business leadership for now?
Okay. Any asset say you business leadership. Unto business company should be business minded. Let the business people around you work for you. They say be a lawyer. What I say, but because there are lawyers around you, I advise you. But what they make can I say? For example, you know, as a young person saying, I think say one of the person I make sure say will be a very good person. I always tell my friend A+, say he will be a good leader.
Kwame A+.
I'm telling you, I'm a business person. He's a business person. I know him. I know things that he does. What I say. So I say sometimes so toning down in the casa. What I say, because he will be a very good person and his business inclined. Shade or so far and Shade or your constituency. Why I say, and anytime I only A+ back Kasabia, he will tell us a child, wasi, uni will be a bit to my bambo gomwa. Unim say, Matthias, ultimate fair way. So because he knows I'm a business person, anytime he's talking to me, it's on business level. He's doing or yeah, conversation may say I have to come and invest in Gomwa. I have to come and start doing real estate in Gomwa. What I say, so this is a business person. I always say, Obia on your business and your successful doesn't have a business teaching people how to do business.
And so in this case, not fine. We are talking about business, minded person. Not say Nipano a business minded person, one, or sign a business person or why successful. Obetuma bo mine.
Obetuma bo mine. They make can say Obetuma bo. You want to mention Ken or whatever it is. Yes, Ken is a business person. What I said. Obetuma bo man. But there is a business person and there is leadership.
Okay.
What I say. The fact that you are a successful business person does not necessarily mean that you will be a good leader.
Okay.
But what I say. There are no else. What I say. But leader oko Bible mo or say then also obi person or bishop onye obi otumi siesie ne fie ansa na waba say oba be lady sorry.
Okay.
Well, so that is how it is. It no the fact say you a business person no doesn't mean say you can be a good leader. What I say. Okay. Because you can be successful in business through so many ways. What I say. But
do you see President Trump as a good leader?
What I'm saying is he's a business person. What I say, he might not be a good leader, but he has good people around him.
But per what he has shown, who say Trump a good leader?
For me, I will say yes. You know why? Because he's thinking about American first. Me ye papa, me jumi fie, me mahu first. That's my priority. My priority is not the people outside. My priority is my children. Me fear say my baby so what Trump also say America first. Why would Trump say that? He said that when I say now no they be a friend say you call UN security. I pay more than everybody. Why? Yes. Let everybody pay the same.
Exactly.
What's that? That's a leader. Yeah, but he said I donate more than everybody. Let everybody donate the same. I don't time me the minimum baha moji miskaba moji minimum percent. So that's 10%. That is leadership because he's thinking about America. What I say? So our leaders should start thinking about us. Okay. For example, why on earth would a minister come out and tell me, say, Gaubia Oye Galamsenu, say, yeah, chief foreigner, so Galamse, we are not interested in prosecution, you just deport the person. I mean,
na Ghana ni na or
yeah, na me agenda ye me media, agenda wo me chrome, na me press me ye bi ebia ekwa na me fa so no, enye anase say yensu a watch him ya chima so mami adobia na bibi na ono a waba me chrome a oye no illegally kwampo no enye mra kwan so na ofa no watching na say me man akọ me interested in deporting the person me deporting no oh deport was your punishment but deporting is zini man saka ni na anase deporting is the law should work ese mra no eye adwuma. But what did I say? There are a lot of loopholes on Nema Baby. When I'm going to start a leadership in that form.
Yes.
Who didn't pay in that form? But on my soon, you penocret.
Ghana penocret.
oh cannot crack the crano ya dream party me dem me MPP ni into no MPP be ke bia na mefa me NDC ni the NDC be ke bia na mefa de bia so party ni ba power via ubo sa mo amatwa mo local offices what you make us that more local offices it is because you are blindfolded with the noise they only say but at the airport here abane de ba a bebuano you are not taking advantage of it. Listen, sir, your friend is saying 1 million code they say you launch it before me launch no omu be a portal be say for subscribe what I say.
Okay.
You the subscribe no omu also because they were focused on Twitter, they were focused on TikTok, share dresses, niche bottles, shaky this, but they were not thinking. Say this is an opportunity for us to seize. This way NDC for thereby it is an opportunity for the youth to seize to make sure say listen they will upgrade themselves. This is a beautiful opportunity.
But people are always thinking about me heard the fancy aspect of
what I say. But at the end of the day, you better try to blame me abino.
Okay.
What I say, you better try to blame me about. Now me catch my dad for be say, "Enchebia, a bedroom baby no." You better say, Charlie, akufo-addo ayade pao." Yes.
A time is coming.
A time is coming. Ghana for better say Charlie akufo-addo ayade because you know why? A time will come. What I say. Me wa fa wote we efie bi wo bua efie bi wo mikrum efie bebre wo mikrum
oti asasetre ekwe
eziema efie bi wo ho a for the past 50 years and for the past 30 or 40 years nipa bakupo ni ho a wako secondary school. Yes. Nipa bakupo ni ho a wako omunyinom koju GSS a ebia na kwa na anyen ebia na wo bi no ye nsika ntwa no so it attra so sa what I say attra so sa
but akufo-addo came and gave the opportunity
and I'm saying the next 20 years and now 30 years no obe won say Charlie akufo-addo MPP ya dio because Charlie o share in Kolana ye warm from 2023 be 20 years be Charlie this akwana onakasa na ka say on person be school but person go school as say TV ni we mean aba people are taking opportunity to do that and then secondary school and mathematics the geography kwa na kwa chiro ye chowo nsanwo adwuma what I say step what I say President Mahama also the free apprenticeship program about people should seize the opportunity. Bon ba omi amo e ko launch kaya ye edan no esi ho ana mo chere nkofo adwuma no there are a lot of people who took advantage of it but kaya ye phone so they were interested in still carrying the enyama no but enti nipa nankasa na AD leader na chi no that's the person really want nipa nankasa ope change no what I say nipa no pe change no dan Williams like say okwa ware men ka sem pese mesesa oba no because oba be no obetuma asese but if you no free mu ba no e wa nya won na obesesa no well it's the same thing what ya brabo and the politics na here so basically no leadership there I think say yenom especially the youth should take advantage of policies either MPP di bayo NDC di bayo ebe boa no they should take advantage of it.
I was say
what I
say NDC na aba me MPP ni but say omudi bibia ba me feel say ebeboa me ene ebusu I have to take advantage of it.
Take advantage of it.
MPP na ba me NDC ni or the bibi ba na ebeboa me ne myself I have to take advantage of it.
Yes,
that is what should be the focus of the youth.
Yes, because President Mahama Tiwesisiano he rose on the ticket of the NDC.
Okay.
What I say became president. But President Makojina America na ye boni there. Ye country the president of the NDC. He's the president of Ghana. What I say? It be bia wodi aba ebe boa Ghana no. Ese nyina etumi hwe ye e-levy freeway. NDC for kwa benefit.
There be
before so benefit. Ghana for ye e-levy free year so. What I say? Everybody will benefit.
Yes.
But e-levy no was it in a good faith or in a bad faith? It was in a good faith then. What I say?
Introduce e-levy no na ye.
It was in a good faith then. My man can say muntro. After COVID, no, ye kwa him. What I say? This a one penocre. But after COVID, ye kwa him. Say me can't say me follow noise, me follow policies. The reality. Me can't say President Mahama ni President. Say former vice president Bawumia omo campaign no run it was basically the same me control even of e-levy president former vice president Bawumia can say oba obetra e-levy because e-levy have at use the use of a chip. You remember that? Oh, remember?
Not just the entire
the purpose a severe. What I say? So and the MDC for no can say, oh, what is a president? Mama should be tremble into and on those or copy, but it was no copy. And the purpose of best severe, a chip, the purpose was 7 the purpose, no, every. But what I say,
okay,
was 7 purpose every. It is all case obetrum and of case obetrum sir and obetrum. And as a matter of fact, NDC then in opposition realized that the purpose has been served already.
Okay. Many matters.
The purpose no are serving area already.
Into obetrum krana enha no.
Yes, because okase what are to forcing oba okase say oyi sa na manu in any way enha
aban.
Enha aban no. What I say?
Yes, he
but
said.
But sanka ba ha aban na nkomu fa omo entwem. But see a more perfect example. Women's Bank. What I say? Women's Bank. Tresika call Women's Bank. What I say?
Yeah.
Size can issue because all this guy can see a poshewa a beha buying. But because of say maybe a businessman, I believe it's a BBN. I say gradually. I think it's a good step. Okay. What I say? So, but you may implement this Women's Bank. A boy, your money baby, and your money should take advantage of the Women's Bank. We see, obey the baby man can say, and yet everything is good.
Think about yourself. Take advantage upon whatever policy.
Leave the piano. What they say, or say, I hope you be a coordinator who say, or sure say, be piano, and yeah. What I say? Provide I say a beboa a buying. Provide say a beboa Ghana phone. It's a good thing. And yeah, Bibia, say, I can't say the Bibia politics are yeah, ko ye nimuda.
All right. Mene Matthias Bonzo Ereko Boaten and mene no edi enkomo e sinipen dwumedie so abusua ma menka messages ahodo a aka yensa e wo dwumedie eso we efri kojo opon enchen ose ade from Kotoku na nia owo a oye de wanka nkyere yen nana bafo akoto ese the victory is coming. Ken 2028 all the way. No Ken, no vote. In Ken we trust. More fire. Ebenezer Dua say No Pein program is the most real one ever. Mr. Enkum, you are sharp today. See you are sharp. Life. Okay. Kennedy forward. Ever backward, never like hey, the work can't boom power, mama I confused cry. Anyway, so we also add the about or say we are waiting for Kennedy Agyapong, not Bawumia case closed. We Ama Francis and a day nedi aba afi Kendrick drain and so say Honorable Ken is now a no-go area. So let's be humble. They will all move into our camp. My name near all candy anyway. Kendrick Korea say good afternoon, Mr. Inkum. I hate how you ask some follow-up questions. This station is for we the MPPO. So let's push the agenda. Albert, more fire. I won't see you a nice dress for you. Okay, so Albert, Albert, but mami musana question anyway. Ama Francis BM say we are waiting for Kennedy Agyapong, not Bawumia case closed. Fine. Ononso ne de no. Ebenezer Dua say Albert, I like your boldness. You are the man. Live from Manassa, Virginia. Okay. We so Nana Ama and so say greetings from New Jersey, the Garden State. Anyway, Yajoso Isaac Kwabena and so say Isaac Mensah, Honorable Ken can do what Burkina president is doing. Anyway, Michael Kobe Richardson say Michael Kobe Richardson said, Mr. Inkum, your guests your guest analogy does not match at all. Mahama has failed Ghana. What is he talking about? If you are a father, if your child is a criminal, it's the way you brought him or her up. Also no obi nso akyere na adwen. Mary Yeboah enso so say no can no vote. Ono nso ne de no awade abafe. Holiness TV say good afternoon Mr. Inkum, keep up the good work for Mother Ghana from Akiola Asen Fusu enono. Francis Dakwa say no can no vote for 2028 or the Italy and a buy. Francis Dakwa be no doctor 38.2 no in Italy and was Sandy free a buy. Afi Betty Hazel and so say good afternoon Mr. Inkum, keep up the good work and your team. I like your editorial. Say they should have brought another powerful person. It's very very sad. Anyway, enti opeso chese MPP for monfa powerful people emra more executive mo. Isa Adams say good afternoon Mr. Inkum and Albert and all Kencity workers. Mr. Inkum, they don't deserve to lead again. And no Honorable Ken for 2028 Asempa Yitia from Germany and what they buy. And Betty Hazel say God have mercy upon again. Hey, eti wanone de no afi Christovic Anane say Mr. Inkum, good afternoon, great work. We are patiently waiting for Honorable Ken Agyapong come 2028 from a Hunter West inside Western region. Messages no endorse papa se metime kra akọ WhatsApp no ebeye den yentime enko ye wo 2 minutes per na fe ye sori e wo dwumadie no eso Mr. Matthias ma 1 minute na yemfa en wrap up minim se emre eko no ye be sanso akoso ahia na ye di enkomo ahodo now to Ghana youth no efwa afutu ben na wode be my where the kanka say we should concentrate on what the politicians no edebeba, we should take advantage of it and no dan chen ya die biem na wo ka kire youth of Ghana
the person ka kire Mantian say they should take advantage of policies by the beboa and yes obi to my activist for a political party but
okay
I say back on be some say so when we say they biano politics Joshua omuchi wo bia so say to abama
a blue campaign time
a campaign now omuchi wo bia so have you ever asked a certificate for you to vote? The only thing you need is a Ghana card,
exactly,
the voters ID card. But your to abani via they will tell you say you don't have a certificate to get a job. They will ask you for work experience.
I say monkey they work, babu they chop.
What I say? Ain't you know? I said ranch no efa form waje. I said ranch no taking advantage of the internet. No, making money. Sure, minimum beer not or workshop. What I say? Why running shop but sika onya or Twitter for and I say TikTok. And yema or ton or TikTok. Since sika onya on the shop. So people should take advantage of technology na abano AI nyema na people should take advantage of it. Now sa code in MDC for the ban people should take advantage of it. Many be bien NDC beka say enye because of say me MPP na me MPP nti be bien NDC beba na enye and me NDC be bien NDC MPP beka no enye ade ba akufo-addo ye ya eboa ye me depa ye tam oba aban mu no also of President Rollins President Kufo President Mahama what I say and no kasa efa etie efutu efremo the kind the omo kind the yantibi what I say but I think say in a good faith like I say a trust so sir because akufo-addo yes I no we are saying now we're surprised.
Okay,
it was like Charlie a bin see that what I say so I think say sir winner takes all no emboa ye man no
ye hwe
say ye hwe na ye twem te say na ye twa ile ye hwe na ye twem na ye twatwa adwe so opposition leader bi will be bia on fambra na aban so adopt me they say mama during the campaign president if I say ata Alan Trematin the GTP plan no also the comma President Mahama. I mean the no President Mahama should take it.
Ghana first.
And the President Mahama should take it. And the name be so akufo-addo aye papa no. My case be akufo-addo failed and I say ye BBC. That be at least no there's something akufo-addo here. We can say obi fail.
Okay. Men so me da say papa say obre ni nyina chi no ame utimi ebaye. Palladium Properties and a boy echi doma ye de dwumade no ebre wo. Ye frame Mr. Enkum Nyankopon ya adoma echina ye be sanso ehia. Mentimi anka o message a fache me. Ye be ni nyina ede ama. No Pein e kano senia eti.